Samuel Adams was a prominent political figure and one of the founding fathers of the United States. Born in Boston on September 27, 1722, Adams was a passionate patriot and instrumental in organizing resistance against British rule in the colonies. He is perhaps best known for his role in the American Revolution, which began with the Boston Tea Party in 1773 and ended with the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1783. Adams was a man of strong principles, and he devoted much of his life to the pursuit of liberty and independence. He was a prolific writer, publishing articles and essays that inspired and rallied support for the American cause. He also served as a delegate to the Continental Congress and was a key player in the development of the Declaration of Independence. Throughout his life, Adams was an advocate for the rights of the common people, and he was particularly concerned with ensuring that the new nation would be built on a foundation of liberty, equality, and justice. He was a strong opponent of the slave trade, and he worked tirelessly to abolish it. He was also a firm believer in religious freedom, and he supported the separation of church and state. In addition to his political activism, Adams was also a successful businessman. He owned a brewery in Boston, and he used his wealth and influence to support the American cause. He was a frequent host of political gatherings, and he used these gatherings to discuss the latest developments in the colonies and to plan strategies for the future. Despite his many achievements, Adams was not immune to setbacks and disappointment. He was arrested and imprisoned several times during the course of his political career, and he faced opposition from those who opposed his views. However, he never lost his faith in the American cause, and he continued to work tirelessly for independence and liberty. As the revolution approached, Adams was at the forefront of the fight for independence. He was a key player in the events leading up to the Boston Tea Party, and he was one of the organizers of the Sons of Liberty, a group of patriots who sought to resist British rule. When the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, Adams was one of the signatories, and he continued to serve as a delegate to the Continental Congress until 1781. Following the Revolution, Adams continued to play a prominent role in American politics. He served as a delegate to the Constitutional Convention, where he worked to ensure that the new Constitution would preserve the rights and freedoms of the American people. He was also elected to the U.S. Senate, where he served until 1797. Throughout his life, Adams was a tireless advocate for the American cause, and he left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and influence generations of Americans. He is remembered as one of the greatest leaders of the American Revolution, and his vision of a free and democratic nation has been instrumental in shaping the United States into the powerful and prosperous nation it is today. In conclusion, Samuel Adams was a true patriot and one of the founding fathers of the United States. He dedicated his life to the pursuit of freedom and independence, and his contributions to the American cause have earned him a place in history as one of the great leaders of the American Revolution. His legacy continues to inspire and influence Americans to this day, and his vision of a free and democratic nation remains a shining example of what is possible when people come together to fight for their rights and freedoms.